24-yard line.
Chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7. They run over center with Robinson. Robinson hit. He's lost the ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
One quarter in the books. It's the Commanders with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. Now Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll manage to break a tackle, getting this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Out to his right. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Liking. Cougar 19.
On the give, it's Eckler. And he will get into the end zone. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Now Gay for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Juan Martin is there for the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, here is Penix. A pickup there of 13. First down, Atlanta.
It's been a rough first half, and now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Martin.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
3rd and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. And a lefty Penix on 1st down. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and
a throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. How about that? The quarterback able to spot the ball on the ground, gets on it, and keeps it for the offense.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. On play action, Penix. Over the middle, catch made by Mooney. Well, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw it that's over the middle and intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started, a big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On play action, Daniels. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with, how well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's caught right side. It's London. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Penix. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Atlanta. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
To throw again, it's Penix. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Again, it's Penix. 2nd and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal. They'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. A pitch to Robinson. And he will score! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. Coup able to add the extra point. And the Falcons get back in it. It is 21-7.
Falcons 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On first and 10, here's Daniel. That's caught! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They're going to go play action with Penix. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Now Penix throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down. They'll go play action now with Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Penix. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Sandra Still.
Penix gonna throw again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain of 18 for number 18, and a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Play action. It's Penix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Falcons 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Hold it ready. Red. 70 Lions.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. And he comes through with the grab and a first down. Give up the middle, and he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They motion the slot man left. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Ready.
They'll run. It's Eckler. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5.
Come on. Panther 60. Cougar 19.
Here's Daniels. And And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and 5.
Ready? 19. Ready?
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Agnew on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Algier. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11. From the gun, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, third and 5. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, it's Penix. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well to gain a 43 yards. Set to go now on first and 10. Here's the option, running right, and he'll give it up on the pitch. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind.
Third down and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Returning is Igbenogany. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there, just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
On 2nd down, Penix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Penix on 3rd down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard
To throw again, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Commanders 41, Falcons 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll be forced outright. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give on the ground, and he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Let's go now. Move it, 19.
On 1st down, Daniels. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Washington.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. Again, working deep downfield. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jalen Lane, touchdown Commanders. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Wide on the RPO. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Now Algier. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Commanders' 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Here's 3rd and 2. Third and 2, and Penix. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. And not liking anything downfield, he'll just get this to the sideline. It is incomplete.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing.
And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything, there is a marker down. These points may come off the board. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Penix. Scrambling to his left. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. They'll try and throw it with Penix. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Daniels now on 1st down. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now. Daniel. Moving to his left. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier, and he'll get about 5. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's in! Touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The score, Commanders 38, Falcons 31. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. And we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Here we go, straight.
They run this straight ahead with Eckler. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Commanders first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. Third and 11. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Did it find out where? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed where I have my face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.